there's any woman out there who has been thinking this is their year to try golf,
or just try something new.
Something new.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity.
Looking to network and meet new people. You know, again, golf comes second. And, you know, as women and as adults, it's not that easy to make friends. Yeah. So we are just providing an opportunity for people to connect.
Welcome back to the Lead Lamp Podcast. This week, we have Jamie and Julie from She Said Golf. Thanks for joining us, guys. I know Kara and a few people here are very familiar with She Said Golf. I'm not as familiar with it because I'm not going to lie. Like, I play golf a couple times a year for like the Scrambles and stuff for work things, but I'm excited just to get in and talk with you guys because I've heard a lot about you, and I'm just interested to learn about what you have going on and what your plans are going forward.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes. So golf has always been a part of our lives. We grew up in a golf family, played a little bit here and there as children and teenagers, but really didn't get serious about it until we both were in our careers. And just like you said, started playing in Scrambles and saw that there was definitely an opportunity to get more women involved in the game. When we would look around the course, we were like the only women, participating. And like a lot of things, COVID happened, and we kind of started brainstorming ideas of let's get more women out on the course here in Central PA. So.
Yeah, even when you go to those work events, it's usually like 90% dudes and you get some ladies from the office. 99%. Yeah, I'm underestimating. But it's like, and they always bring a couple ladies along, but it's not.
And they barely ever play. Like they're there to like drive the drink cart or help on a hole.
Right. And there's no reason you can't.
Yeah.
Like, get out there and play.
Yeah, that's kind of what Julie was saying. Around COVID, we started golfing more because it was the only thing we could do. And we would, just post here and there. And a lot of our friends were like, wait a minute, can you teach us to golf? And, golf's not something you can just kind of teach somebody. No. It's, even though we had
teach them the bad habits. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we've been golfing for a while, we're not pros in any way, which I think is a misconception. I think a lot of people think that the men are really good at golfing. A lot of the women are like, oh, I can't golf because, it's all men and they're all really good at it. That's not the case.
No. No.
They're a man doesn't mean they're good at golf.
Take me as an example. I'm terrible at it. Yeah.
So we were like, no, I mean, it's everyone, it's one of those sports that you can play when you're 5 or you can play when you're 95. And our dad was always really good at telling us that, like, hey, play all the sports that you want to now, field hockey, softball, soccer, basketball. We did all of that stuff because he's like, you can't play those forever, but golf will always be there and you'll always get the opportunity to golf. Our grandmother now is 95 and still golf. So we took that advice from him. He just kept it fun. We'd go out on a Sunday and he'd just throw a ball out and we'd hit it. And, it was just very low key, very just opportunity to be outside. He always said that, like, oh, let's go out and be outside. It's a beautiful day.
It's good for you. Yeah.
It's good for you.
Being out. And it's not a high, like you said, it's not a high impact. I mean, there's still back issues and you can have whatever, but like for the most part, you're getting out, you're moving around.
Yep.
You're swinging
spending time. I mean, when else do you go spend 4 hours with somebody uninterrupted?
Undivided attention. Well, and then when we saw that there was, a need to get more women comfortable on the golf course, just started like kind of thinking, I have a soon to be 13-year-old daughter, and I was like, I want her always to have a spot in the foursome in whatever capacity that is, business, friends. So I think that's kind of what our mission started. Like, why can't more women be doing business deals on the golf course?
Well, and the reason is what we heard from them. I don't know how to play. So we were like, okay, we'll find a pro to help teach. We knew pros. We knew friends that were pros at different courses. I don't have clubs. We're like, okay, we have a ton of extra clubs. Our mom has old clubs. Our grandma has old clubs. I still use our grandma's old putter. Like, I think that was another misconception is you have to go buy
brand new things.
Thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
Because it's expensive. And you go to the store, like, I don't know how this is probably something you hear too. Like you see all these clubs and you're like, I don't
Where
even
do
know
you start?
what do I buy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that we were almost like taking all of the reasons why these women were telling us that they couldn't play. And we were like, okay, we'll fix that. And that's how, any kind of business starts. It's finding a pain point and
Lowering the barriers.
Yep.
lowering the barriers. So
Making
yeah,
it accessible.
The expense is a huge thing. No one's going to go buy brand new clubs and go out and pay $100 to golf and then still not know how to golf. Right. So we were like, okay, so let's just meet up at a range. It's pretty inexpensive to rent some bays, get some balls. We'll bring clubs. We'll bring the pros. We'll do all of that work. You have to just show up, which showing up is hard too.
Yeah.
That's a big barrier. A lot of women are, we've had a lot of women that are new moms or they're, not in the workforce right now, or, maybe they are empty nesters, or maybe they just moved to the area. We have a lot of women that are new to the area, and just showing up is hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's like that with anything that anyone's starting something new. I think that like if you're going to the gym for the first time, or you're joining a club for whatever, or whatever you're doing, that first time you go do something, you're like, I don't know, should I do this? Like you kind of sit there for a second, like, if I don't go, I'm not going to start.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's so many reasons, like why you wouldn't. And so Julie and I, and, you said some of the girls here have come and they can probably attest to this. Like we think that initial welcome is so important.
Yeah.
Like, hi, I'm Jamie. So nice to meet you. We're so excited to have you here. This is how this event works. Like that just, we try to pair people up.
Yeah. And then it just snowballs. They come the first time, the second time they come, then they're the ones helping with the introductions.
And they knew some people from last time.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's a chain reaction, and it's, our first range meetup.
Kind of creates a little bit of a contagious environment.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
they had fun, they come back, now they're more attached to more people. They help introduce new people, like you said, and it's just like you said, it snowballs. So by the time they're there for the third, fourth, or fifth time, I'm sure you've seen it too, where people kind of become ambassadors of of the
100%.
of the program,
Yeah.
or of the group.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Our first range meetup in May 2023. We threw it together. Obviously Jamie is a social media guru, and we posted it out there, put it out there. We created our name, our She Said Golf, and got as many girls that we knew in the area that would be interested, do golf, don't golf, whatever. And we had like 70 women show up. And the range wasn't even officially open
That
yet.
was your first?
That was our first
Were you
one.
guys like, oh, wow. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it just seeing it over the years progress.
Yeah.
And we have some of our OGs that still come. And then the amount of new ladies that show up say, oh, this is our first time. We've been wanting to come out for years, but our schedule hasn't permitted. Now we can. And it's just, I'm really excited for this season, because I think it's all going to continue to come together.
So that first time when you had, over 70 people show up, was that a moment of like, oh, like, okay, like this is legitimate? Or were you kind of like, oh no, there's 70 people here, like what are we going to do?
Yeah, I think we definitely the excitement.
Yeah.
I think it was something that Julie and I always say we would be golfing anyways. Like we would already be doing this. So by giving other women the opportunity to join us and to start their own golf memories, and to now, like the amount of DMs and messages that we have received of women who started coming, came to a clinic, came to a range meetup, maybe came to a 9-hole, and now they get to play in their company Scramble, and they were never invited before. We had a woman who was like, I've worked at this company for 20 years. I've never been invited to play in any company scrambles, client scrambles. And she said, I posted a few times, told my boss that I was starting to learn how to golf. And she was like, my boss invited me, and I got to go spend the entire day with him at a private course that I never would have been able to do before. And that same woman messaged us on Mother's Day, and her son had painted a photo, or, colored a photo of him and her golfing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And she said, never would he have done that before, because I never would have went out with him, because she never thought she could, or never even had the opportunity to. So the way it affects people's lives. And, it's just golf. It's funny.
And that was like the catalyst was just coming to your event.
Yeah.
Set off all this other stuff.
It set off all in work, in business, in family.
Well, and it's more, I'm sure you see that too when you hear those stories. It's more than just like going to play golf. Like
confidence.
It's building confidence. And that goes for men or women, anyone. Like if you're just getting out there and doing something
and seeing that you can.
Yeah.
Like you just need to prove that to yourself.
Right. And it's such a low risk thing. It's not like, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm bad at golf.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Well,
okay,
and
so
again,
we're half the people out here.
Yeah. The epiphany of like, wow, everyone's kind of bad at golf.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
We played with some girls. I don't know if you were with me, but I die about this. We played with them, or I did, and I forget when it was, where it was, but it was girls that I met through She Said Golf. And the one girl at the end of the round goes, "Don't take offense to this, but I thought you would be better." I was like, no, but that's the thing about golf. Some days you're good, some days you're bad. But what we think is more important is that they understand that A, they belong out there. B, they know what clubs to bring, what outfits to wear.
The etiquette.
The etiquette part. Like Julie and I always say, like, we don't care if we go out and play with someone that can only hit it 50 yards. But what we care about is that they understand pace of play, that they understand how to have a good time, bring a speaker, bring some drinks, cheer people on.
Yeah.
That's what people care about. They don't remember. They don't come home and go, "Oh, wow, that person hit it 300 yards." They come home and they're like, "I had a really fun time."
Yeah, it's more about camaraderie and just being with people.
Yeah, none of us are playing pro.
Right. We all got to go to our normal jobs at the end of this.
Exactly.
So I think giving women that confidence, and now they show up, they have their bag and their clubs, they have the glove, they have the hat,
The
like
fit. Yeah.
they have the fit down, and even teaching them, like Julie and I have done a few clinics where it's us teaching, what you can wear to a range, what you can wear to a public course, what you then need to wear to a private course. And it's not like the fit is everything. Oh my gosh, I wear outfits from Costco or
and it's not like it used to, I think probably you watch the old like Caddyshack, or you watch you watch the golf movies from like 20, 30 years ago. I think that was a way different era now. Like, there is a much more casual, and it's like that with work too, but so you don't have to be stuffy on the golf course, but still.
No. But we want women to, when they do get invited to play in their company Scramble and say it's at Hershey Country Club, then you do need to be wearing a
There's
collar.
different etiquette there.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
So we want them to feel like that's the confidence part of like, hey, I do actually know how to show up. I know to pull up, to get my bag out of the car, to then go park. Like that's just the small stuff that you're not going to learn unless you show up and try.
And do it. Yeah.
Right. And make some mistakes. 'Cause that's like part of it too. Like just get out there, and you're not going to learn how to do it unless you just put yourself out there.
Yep.
What do you think has been the biggest challenge so far with just getting these things organized, starting up She Said Golf, things like maybe things you didn't expect, and you're just like, this is a problem we had to overcome with?
I think just there's a lot of logistics behind the scenes. We work with many different facilities and scheduling, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think the high demand, Jamie manages the social media page and the Instagram page, and the amount of people that are like, how do we get this here? How do we want this? It is definitely a need, and we've been very intentional with how we expand and what we do and who we partner with. And
you don't want it to grow so fast that it's out of control.
Exactly. Like we are okay. We've been saying this over the past couple months, like we're here in just central Pennsylvania, like not a golf hub, and we've been able, it's taken 3 years to grow that here. So I think that's, I would say, a challenge, because we want to be everywhere and do all the things, but we also both have full-time jobs and other,
and
life
families in the
commitments.
area. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think, if anything, that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Everything else has been so positive.
Yeah.
And it's like a good challenge, because you've kind of created a clamoring for people that want that elsewhere. And you're like, well, we want that too. We want you to experience that as well. But we're just two people.
Yeah.
We have other things that we have obligations to uphold in our area, in our hometowns. Also, it sounds like what you're saying is like, we don't want it to expand so fast out of our control where you're not really experiencing what we want you to experience.
Oh, we're very proud of our brand and our vibes. And, we maintain what you see on camera is what you see in real life. Like, we're the same people, just authentic. And so to replicate that,
it's hard.
It's really hard.
That's the coolest part about social media. It's dreadful being in it all day and like seeing all the trends and being like, oh my God. But the beauty is people get who we are without us having to do much. We can just post and show them who we are. So I think, they show up kind of already knowing what to expect from our posts, which that's the beautiful part is they're already kind of in it. They get the vibe. They understand we're not there keeping score, trying to
judge
anybody, like we're really there just to like help them get on the golf course. And, we look for clubs that welcome us. Like that's a huge thing. We haven't had too many bad experience in the past 3 years, but we have had a few experiences at clubs that were not welcoming to our women.
Or just didn't understand our mission, I think too.
Well, and you would think that most I'm sure the majority of them are very open and willing to, because for them it's like, we'd love to have more people. Like, they should want more people out on these courses because it's more people. Like they can fill more tee times.
Yeah, no, it's been a great experience. I think logistics is so hard. Like right now, this is the beginning of the season, so
everyone's got the fever to get outside. Everyone has the
fever. We're like, we just posted 30 some events for the year, and it's we have to talk to all of those golf courses on their off season, so they're not even really in yet. For us to be chatting with them, and then making sure that we have just everything planned and ready to go. And then it kind of takes care of itself. Throughout the year, it's just going out and golfing.
Yeah. So like once you have everything lined up, it's really just waiting for these events to come along.
And then weather, but we roll with that.
We do not.
Yeah, we do not like to cancel.
Weather.
Yeah.
You just don't. As soon as you do, then it's a nice day out.
Yeah. It always seems like, what was that like last week?
Yes, and we canceled something.
And we canceled our winter league at Golf Galaxy because they said the warnings.
Tornadoes everywhere. Yeah. And listen, I get it.
I know.
Like
I know.
The moment that they don't warn someone, something terrible will happen.
Exactly.
I get it. But like my school, they let the kids out. I had to go pick them up at 12. I had to interrupt the day and the whole thing. And then I'm sitting in that. I'm like, it's sunny all afternoon.
I know.
Anyways.
I know. Well, and that's the thing about golf. You do play in the rain.
Yeah.
You do
as long as
play
there's no
in the
lightning.
Wind. Yeah. As long as there's no lightning. And that's part of us preparing our women.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you get invited to your company scramble and it's drizzling out that day, you should be prepared.
How cold, Joe? How cold were we at that scramble back a couple of years? We played in a scramble like early spring.
Yeah.
And it was one of those ones by the end, your hands are just like,
freezing.
You can't feel your fingers.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's part of it. We planned one of our first trips. So last year we started doing some She Said Golf trips, and we planned it down in Dewey Beach.
Oh, nice.
Lewis area. Because we were like, oh, that's far enough. But it's also, easy drive. And we
did it Masters weekend.
Yeah, we did it Masters weekend. It was 40 degrees. And our women were all out on the course. Yep. I mean, all of the golf courses were like, all of the men would have canceled.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what they said. Yep.
They're like, this is amazing. And, you almost have more fun. We did our very first scramble. We do our scrambles to benefit Girls in the Run. And it was a Barbie theme and put so much work into it. And it didn't just rain. It was like a torrential downpour. Yeah. The entire day. Didn't let up once.
You just have to laugh about it probably.
Yeah.
I think the girls had so much fun because there was literally no pressure.
Yeah.
Like you were just so...
If you could hit the ball, hit the ball. If you can't, you
no
just
one's
pick
doing
up.
well.
Yeah. Put a score down and move on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we kind of have always stuck with that of like, hey, it's not always going to be a beautiful day to golf. And, here are some things you can do to help with that when it is raining or when it is. There's some challenges with weather. And I think, maybe if out in California, they have an easier time, but
right. Yeah. I mean,
we chose to live here.
Sunny and 55 like 3 quarters of the year out there.
Yes.
You were talking about benefits for Girls on the Run. Do you guys do anything other, like any other benefit events like that, or do you guys really focus on just like Girls on the Run?
Yeah, we really align with them.
Yeah.
We try to provide all of our events as affordable as possible.
Right.
Because we know that golf is expensive and that's a big hurdle. So we have virtually what the club charges us is what we charge.
Basically just pass it along.
Yeah. So we actively look for sponsors. We actively look for partnerships to help us continue to do these events because we understand that that's a huge reason as to why a lot of women don't golf.
Yeah. It's a big barrier. It's like that, I think, with any sport. Like just getting into anything active, it's become so expensive now. Like even in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
It's insane to just get involved in something anymore. So just the fact that you can try to keep the barrier as low as possible is huge.
Yeah, and it helps. And then if they want to go spend more money at a nicer course as they start getting better,
Right.
that's great. But at least to start, we can get them in.
Yeah. You're not gouging them just to get in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other, at our range meetups, we have had local vendors show up, and we do love promoting, obviously women-owned businesses, but small businesses also. So there's always opportunity if someone wants to promote themselves at one of our range meetups. We're very open to that.
Scrambles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the women, which we learned early on, are like very cool. Like they all have something to offer the world. They're realtors, they're photographers, they're stay-at-home moms, they work in banking and insurance. Like the network of these women is it's amazing. And like we've just formed so many friendships and business partnerships, and like you never know.
Right.
So that's the beauty. I think a lot of women, they think of it as golf, and yes, it's golf, but we always think it's like the community is first and golf second.
Right.
And our dad always taught us that. He loves to golf as a business thing, which a lot of people do. Like they take buddies out to golf and they talk business, but he's always said like he has formed some of the best relationships on the golf course, and then potentially it turns into a business relationship.
Right. But you're not out there pressuring.
Right.
for
No.
them. Yeah. Now, as a guy, do you guys have any men that come out and play golf at your She Said Golf events, or do you encourage that, or no men?
No men. We love men.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love men that support women who
Yeah.
golf. But no, we are actually going to have like a couples night. One of our maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like bring your biggest support.
Golf is already for men.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, no. I just didn't know if anyone listened.
But
was
we're
like,
turning that page that it's now for women.
Well, it's really cool. A lot of the women, their husbands golf.
Yeah.
Their boyfriends golf. Their partners golf, and they never did. And now they're golfing with them, and it's so cool. We'll get a ton of messages like, oh my gosh, I'm spending so much more time with my husband now because we'll both go out and golf. Because, as a partner, you don't really want to have to teach the etiquette part to your spouse.
It's not fun
help
learning
with their
from.
swing.
Yeah.
But, it causes fights or it causes frustration. And when
Yeah.
you're learning something new, to do it with women while you're wearing mullets or while you're dressed up funny, like that's more fun. But we've heard so many women that are like, "Oh my gosh, I'm now spending so much more time with my husband." Or now on the family vacation, I'm going out and participating.
Yeah.
So that part has been really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So let's talk a little bit about some of the upcoming events you guys have. I was on there checking out. You have some ones coming up here soon, Carlisle, and I think at Hershey are your next two.
Yeah.
And then going forward, it looks like you had a few already on your site, but run down through those for us.
So this year we are expanding here in 2 locations for our clinics. So we launched in this whole season. It's coaching and cocktails is our theme, and really we've been doing beginner clinics. We've done intermediate clinics. And we've been doing those at Hershey Country Club.
Okay.
And their director of golf is a woman, Sarah. She's amazing. And we just saw a need that things were expanding. We were selling out very quickly. So we've also have a great relationship with Carlisle Country Club. And so now we're going to have clinics on the East Shore and the West Shore to accommodate all the ladies. And yeah, we're really, really excited about it. And we also saw that now some of the women, they want to build upon. They just don't want to be in a beginner's clinic. They want to learn specific skills. So one of our clinics is bunkers and Bellinis. So
Nice.
they're going to spend 45 minutes getting out of the bunkers, be rewarded with a Bellini, and then go play a hole or two with the pro.
Yeah,
Nice.
so every month we're doing like a different theme, which I
Okay.
think will be really fun. Like Julie said, sometimes it's like beginner clinic and, they can just get repetitive. So we're really trying to like hone in on, margaritas and mid irons. We're doing that on Cinco de Mayo. Just a really fun
Helping them
themes.
build their skill level.
Yeah.
And then we do little 9-hole mixers, which is really fun. Great opportunity for women to get on the course because, the range is fun, clinics are fun, but, you don't learn until you're really on the course.
Right.
And we always do fun. We're doing a grannies on the green this year. So dress up as a grandma.
Inspired by our grandmother. I'm not sure if you've seen her on our Instagram page. But
She's been a great inspo for women. So we're doing that. Just a lot of fun themes, which just keeps it fun. I think, golf can be very serious.
Right. Or I don't think it has to be serious.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
it's taken seriously, but
yeah.
you can kind of anyone just like
Yes.
tone it down a little.
Well,
Low
that's
pressure.
really also why we started She Said Golf was there were a lot of ladies leagues,
Mm-hmm.
but they were usually older women, which is fine. But they were also usually during the day, which none of us could do because we work. And they were also usually serious.
Right.
Like very, hard rules. We do gimmies. If your ball is a foot or closer, pick it up.
And move on. Yeah.
Move on. Drop a ball if you didn't have a good shot. None of this is for money.
Right.
None of this.
Yeah. Everyone's got to go back to their normal life after
Yes.
this. It's not like you're paying to be there. So
Yes.
have fun.
And I also think it's important, like, to know that etiquette of, hey, before you start your round, chat within your foursome.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to do gimmies? Are we going to, do a couple mulligans? Like, just
Ready golf.
ready
you know.
ball.
Yeah.
All those things.
Nice.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. And then we'll have our scramble again. We always do it towards the fall. And that's the one that benefits Girls in the Run. And we have a ton of fun. We just do stuff that's different. Julie and I have attended so many golf tournaments and they were boring. There was just nothing going on. So we have something almost on every single hole, something fun, something different. And I know we've inspired other people to start doing that now. We've had so many people reach out to us like, hey, our 20th anniversary scramble is coming up and it's always stale and we see you guys are doing fun stuff. Like, can you give us ideas? Which is great,
Yeah, you're
that
kind of
people
consulting for other golf events.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
In addition to that, do you guys have any other things coming up like through the summer, like big events that you want to like make sure are filled up or things that you're excited about?
Everything's on our website, will be posted. I guess what would be nice to talk about is Julie mentioned, people want this in other places.
Yeah.
So Julie and I have really been slow at doing that, which we had mentioned, but
Intentional.
Intentional, yes.
And we've had women that have traveled from Michigan, from Florida to come to our events. So we've started some great relationships with apparel brands, with other people. So we about 2 months ago launched a interview process where if you felt very strongly that you wanted to open a She Said Golf chapter near you, that we would open interviews. And we ended up scheduling about 35 interviews
In
Wow.
2 days.
in 2 days, which was a wild,
It's exhausting, probably.
wild
Yeah.
experience, but so cool
Yeah, it was
to
really
see all of the people that were passionate about it. And we have narrowed it down, which we have not announced yet, but we've narrowed it down to 7 new chapters.
Okay.
All across the country. So in places you would never guess, never expect. And we also did that intentionally. We are in central Pennsylvania. There's not a ton of opportunity here in terms of big city stuff.
Right.
Philly gets a lot, Pittsburgh gets a lot, but Harrisburg, even though we're the capital, we
Get
don't-
overlooked.
Yeah, we don't get a ton. So
I mean, and it's a shame because there's a lot of great places around here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just- it's like a secondary market, though.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. And we felt, when these women were applying and the more we were talking to them, they were a lot of places similar to a central Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
places that might not have anything like this and definitely deserve it. So we're really excited to start announcing those soon. Women that are going to be taking exactly what we've built here and just building it in their cities and
Nice.
towns. So
That's exciting.
Yeah,
Very
it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to hop on a call with them and immediately you could, like Jamie mentioned, they already know our vibe through social media. And some of them matched so well that it was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
you're like, if I could clone me,
yeah.
that would be the person that
And
I would
it
pick.
just, it's going to be really fun to watch it evolve. And it's nice. We already have the playbook, we've already built it here. So what we're telling the ladies is like, here's what we're doing in Pennsylvania. Feel free to make it your own.
Add your own flavor.
At your own flavor and at your own speed. Like if it's okay if, this summer you just do range meetups. That's okay. Just start somewhere and.
And they're seeing it. It's just like anything else you build. People see it now and you're doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen this year. Like
exactly.
This has been almost probably 3 years now in the making.
Yeah.
You're coming up on 3, I think.
Yep.
So start your first year with something you can handle.
Yeah.
A, so it goes off well.
Yeah.
And B, that way you're not burning yourself out trying to make this what you guys have it at today.
Right. Yes. And we're sending them all. They're all getting a tablecloth, signage, merch, all the fun little stickers and koozies and everything that we've had here. We're getting them all set up. Julie and I are going to make our way to each of the locations this summer and kind of do like a fun road trip of welcoming them. But yeah, this is their opportunity to build it where they are. And we had those interviews and we picked the 7 places and we've had probably 30 applications in since.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're thinking this is our first stage, first round, see how that goes. And then, maybe in the fall, we have some places that are more southern and we're like, oh, that'd be perfect to launch those in the fall because they can golf
all winter.
Yeah.
All winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really exciting to be able to, a lot of people have started their own, which is great. The names are hilarious. They are new names every day. I'm like, oh my gosh, these girls are so creative. Like the Birdie Babes, all of them, which is great. But what we heard on these interviews is they're like, we're not good at marketing. We don't have the time. We just want to be able to, lead it. And be there. And we're like, that's what's the beauty of, we'll take care of.
It's almost like franchising.
It is almost like franchising.
You're on the edge of franchising where they want to use the name and image that you guys have built in a good way.
Yes.
And carry that momentum into their community.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're like, we already did that legwork of the branding, of the posting. You get to just show up and be the vibe and be the welcoming person and form the relationships. Like we always say, we try to know everybody's name. It's hard, but we try to connect them. And we have girls that are now best friends.
Yep.
And they'll be at an event and I'm like, you guys met in high school, right? And they're like, no, we met here. And I'm like, what? And now they're going on trips together.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and golfing together all the time.
Yeah.
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
And it's all just it's just crazy. So whether you're starting a group like this or you're just literally anything you're starting, you don't know what that's going to do for people.
Yeah. You really don't.
Down the road.
No.
You would have had no idea 3 or 4 years ago. We'll say 4 years ago. If someone had told you you're going to do this and you're going to create all these new friendships and you're going to bring people out of their shell and you're going to have people be comfortable with, and gain more confidence at work, things like that. You'd be like, I'm sure you would have said what? How am I going to do that? What?
Well, and that's the beauty of golf and Julie and I always knew that. We knew what golf was like. We knew what it meant to our family. We knew what it meant in the workforce. We didn't realize how many other women weren't getting those same opportunities.
Right.
And so that's where Julie and I feel very strongly, She Said Golf is not about us. We are not influencers.
Right.
We are not trying to, be those girls on the golf course wearing a bra and short skirts. That is not us at all. What we're trying to do is to help make golf easier for entry, more fun to play, and to, give women the opportunity to learn. If they don't like it or if it's not their thing, that's so fine. There's so many other things out there that 100%. They can do, but we want to give them the opportunity to play. And for us, that's creating the tee times, bringing all the women together so that you find a little golf BFF, making it fun, cute, all of those things we can do.
Yeah.
And that's what really our.
Yeah. I would even say at the end of the day, when you look at our range meetups, it's unlimited balls, but most of the time the ladies hit 10, 15, they talk to the instructor, but they're networking and they're building their communities within.
Yeah, they're coming to have fun. We have girls that are like, I hurt my leg. I'm not even really here to golf.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come hang out. We're like, that's fine.
They don't even get through a bucket. They're
Yeah,
just like,
exactly.
Yeah. And that's all you need to golf.
Right.
You need to, know how to hit the ball kind of and know the etiquette part. And then you get out there and you see the guys slicing it and you see the guys hitting it 2 feet in front of you. And you're like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I can be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I belong.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, people can find you on your website.
Yep. She Said Golf and She Said Golf on Instagram. New this year, we have an app that we're using.
Oh, nice.
Which is making things a lot easier. Logistically, when you sign up for an event, you can see other people that are coming. You can chat amongst yourself. Makes it easier on us, especially as we expand. We'll be able to, help facilitate a lot more.
It allows you to get your messaging out
Yeah.
direct to those people in the app too, right?
Yep. Yeah. Quickly, like say it starts raining, we can quickly say like, hey, we're going to meet under the pavilion or just obviously technology is always a barrier and a challenge. So we're excited about that.
Yep.
And if there's any woman out there who has been thinking this is their year to try golf,
just try something new.
Something new.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity.
Looking to network and meet new people. Again, golf comes second. And, as women and as adults, it's not that easy to make friends. Yeah. So we are just providing an opportunity for people to connect.
Yeah. It's very easy to be in your bubble and not go outside. It's comfortable to be in your bubble. So just go out and, 99% of the time when you do that, you leave and you're like, those people were really nice. Like, why did I not do that earlier?
Yes. And we hear so many women say that. They're like, oh my gosh, the past 2 years I've been meaning to come. And all of our events truly are beginner friendly. Like you can be a brand new beginner golfer or you can have a couple years of experience. It really doesn't matter. We provide clubs, we provide everything you might need to try. And
you could just message. We could message your page. Someone listening could say like, I really want to try it, but I don't have clubs. And you guys will make sure everything's covered for something.
Yep. And when they sign up for an event, depending on the event, range meetups, we always bring clubs.
Okay.
But some of the clinics are 9 holes. It will say, do you need clubs for this event? So they can click that if they do. And that way our pros know to have a righty set or a lefty set or whatever it is.
Nice.
So that's always nice. New this year, we have like a Mother's Day clinic where it's like a mommy and me, but it's cute. It can either be like yourself as an adult with your daughter, or you could bring your grandmother, or you can bring your mom,
or someone who's like a mom.
So we're excited about that.
Or 2 moms, their friends, they want to come out.
Yes. Yeah. So
Very
we'll have
cool.
like a fun little flower bar for them to make bouquets for Mother's Day. So that's a newer one this year, which is exciting.
We're going to do some range meetups on Saturdays mornings.
Saturday mornings.
Just because life is busy and there's a lot of moms that come and kids have sports and other things. So trying to switch it up a little. So just kind of keeping it fresh.
Yeah, you have a little bit of everything for anyone's schedule.
Exactly. That's our goal, is to have something for everybody. And, I think another big part of it is just having a place where people can feel welcome. And, I think Julie and I have really tried our best to make sure everything is just super welcoming, fun. We always have music going. We always have a drink. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And that's our goal.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on and sharing the story of She Said Golf and just kind of what you have happening this year. Even it's exciting to hear. I'm excited to see where you expand to. Like,
it's
really fun.
Really fun.
But no, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
We'll put if anyone's interested in finding out more about the events or how anyone can join an event, we'll put all the links in the show notes too.
Thank you.
But I appreciate you guys coming in and sharing that with us today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in becoming a guest on the Lead Lamp podcast, or you need some help with some digital marketing services, make sure you give us a shout.